Morning, everyone. You can continue part four. Start part four of facing face of the face of the franchise. Let's go ahead and advance a week. Oh, level 7 already. Looks like. Get this training in, huh? I see. My bad, dude. Wasn't open, but I threw it to them because they wanted me to. There it goes. So not too bad. Ripped the morning off, huh? Sorry, I had to move some wires around. Hmm. Oh, Chicago division game. Kind of hard to only play with one player, though. I'll give it that.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, we're not doing so well. I think we're 2-2, ain't we?
It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. So here come the Vikings with a long field ahead of them. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. I mean, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards the pickup there. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll set up to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. The Vikings had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They'll look to throw here. Open man. Once again, it's Thielen. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Now back to throw.
Wide
It's
open.
Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed
He threw his 10th touchdown on the year last time they had it, and he'll look to keep it going here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, escaping the pressure right. And Wilson with it, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And quickly to Thielen here. Touchdown! Adam Thielen. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's thrown a couple of touchdown passes already in this first. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh,
Into a
shit,
sea of
dude.
defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson.
Yeah, I
and
gave
the
him a
Bears
score.
are going to take possession of the football.
Yeah,
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff.
yeah, I gave him that.
It had been a
3 points
perfect
and,
start. He was 9 of 9 until the interception ended that. But he'll look to start a new streak. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
He
Whoa.
rifles one that's intercepted.
Again?
Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
All right, now. Stop taking chances now.
Out is their
3.
quarterback with this offense to take over once more.
Well, they just gotta
It's
get
been
nothing
feast or
going, huh?
famine for him so far. 2 touchdown passes, but also trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that nearly trouble, but it's
What?
incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Intercepted.
And for the 3rd time here in this half,
Son
it's
of a
intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide.
Boy, I'm rushing
Coming up
it
in
too much.
prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division
little bit more
rivalries
time.
on the docket beginning tonight in the AFC.
Oh, shit. Ain't go anywhere, did it?
Cook will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the back. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best.
And out now come the Vikings. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He'll get this down to the 38. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise.
No, we didn't make a field goal. I'd like to see that. Why didn't?
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Goes right back to Smith again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Oh.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them
See if
right
they
now.
can do anything with it, though.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He has had all sorts of troubles here.
38 seconds.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And now here is another interception.
Oh, well.
Picked off by Tavon Young. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good.
Stop.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. Skirts by him at the 35. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Cook again. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here. He'll buy some time right. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Cook up the gut. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to have another first down
Oh,
as the
that throw
tackle's
down
made
low
here
there.
at the Bears 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now Cook, he's got it off the
No,
draw.
that draw
Nothing
didn't work.
doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that'll be incomplete.
All right, Steven.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down right on
He
the edge
should
of the
have
goal
made
line
that
at about the
in.
1-yard line. Madison will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken...
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact.
Yeah,
it's
that
incomplete.
fucker was bouncing
the
around.
coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Missed that son of a bitch, too.
Incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there.
Whatever. You guys can't catch.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over
move
again.
The ball.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's just
he just can't fucking get nothing.
Unfortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Up the middle, it's Cook.
Rip.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A give. This is Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4. Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
Shit.
Handoff comes to Cook. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Flushed out right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, I've had some bad luck on this game.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Cook, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now. On the ground, it's Cook. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Cook following the penalty. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll go Madison up the middle. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll try to run with Madison, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. But this one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense. And it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
Yeah, still didn't
The
score.
Vikings head out to take over once again. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. First down, here's the run with Cook. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They run it again with Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now a run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to
We got this
perfection.
game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing much
Would've been worse
materializing
than that if I
there on the
went through
first
5
down run.
interceptions.
He'll get a couple, and that's it. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
2. I do. Hell yeah. I want to thank everybody for watching. Be back in here in a little while.